in today's episode. How are you doing? Welcome. So, the weather is bad. Magnus and I had talked yesterday about sort of going for a walk, but we feel that it's, since it's almost raining, it might start raining. It is raining. I'm not sure. This weather is sort of really weird. It's sort of like damp. Damp is a good word for it. But I thought I would go for a walk on my own, listening to podcasts, just to sort of do something, really. And later in the afternoon, what will I do? Cook something? Clean something? Do something? I won't shower, I won't shave before going out, but I will brush my teeth. So people, let's go for a walk in the neighbourhood. A walk, walk, walk in the neighbourhood. Looking at things and smelling things and tasting things. Well, mostly just looking at things and walking past them, looking at them. Let's take a walk. This is a hit song. Another hit song I've created. Let's go. Actually, it's a little damper than I thought. This is, rain. Yeah, rain. I'm walking in the rain. I'm walking away from my apartment in the rain instead of turning back and sort of putting on some more responsible or good rain clothes. I'm just walking away. I'm a rebel. I'm almost an anarchist. So we have Santa Claus in peril. Hopefully he will get up all right. He's climbing on the wrong side of the rope ladder, right? Because he will hit his head on the balcony floor. So when they renovated the apartment building I was living in before, I got to choose between maybe five or six apartment buildings where to live, because I had to sort of move out for good, because that restoration would take years. And this house was one of them. I was contemplating, because the map over the apartment I'm living now wasn't correct. It didn't say anything about a walk-in closet or a French balcony or a balcony. So I was really thinking, this is the nicest one. And then I sort of biked one night, but when I was staying with Magnus, we've been drinking, I don't know, biking home. I sort of biked by that building where I live now, and I sort of like, they got balconies. They got French balconies. And by the way, the rain is sort of turning into snow. The rain is snow-ish. So I just found this, I think, vegan or vegetarian restaurant in my neighbourhood, and I'm definitely going to go there. I didn't know about it. easyvigo.se. Definitely going there. So I'm listening to a great podcast by Tim Rice called Come Onto My Cloud. Go and check it out. I couldn't find any link or anything on Instagram, but Tim Rice, Come Onto My Cloud. Fantastic. So people, I am wet through and through. It hasn't really been, it's just been raining, but it's been this slow drizzle. So suddenly you realised I'm wet through and through. And I've got a great idea for a documentary, a mockumentary. I just need a name. I'm wet, but I'm look at that. Through my puffy jacket. Now I'm going to do that documentary. I'm going to start on it, and the name of this series will be What a Story. It's time for lunch, and I'm going to make some of that great pasta saucy thing I made yesterday, tortellini or whatever it was. So people, this soup, or whatever it is still as good as when I made it yesterday, which is sort of almost 24 hours away. Madness, isn't it? By the way, early in this story, I talked about French balconies, and apparently that's a Swedish thing. We call it French balconies. In English, it's called a balconette. It's just a door with a railing, and you you can go out into it. You can't even go out on it. You sort of stand on it. It's like a Juliet balcony. Yeah. So right now I'm working on that documentary, and I'm trying not to make it such a big thing, because then it's supposed to be just something funny. And now I'm looking for something that I can use as a mustache or something. What? So people, I just made dinner. It's vegan, kebab meat. Tastes really great. This is kale and raisins and turmeric and cauliflower rice. And this is Liba bread. I'm going to add some pickles, some hummus, and what else? Something else. Oh yes, and a great sauce. So this is a really great sauce I made yesterday from a recipe in this magazine here. This is 1 deciliter of vegan mayo and 3 tablespoons of white tahini, just stirred together. Tasteful. So I cut off a piece of a rug, but I really can't get it to stick. And I wanted something to sort of like that I can sort of put on and put off, because we'll be doing lots of characters. So this is part of that rug over there. And I think there's some sort of, where you put something in your nose and then it sort of does like that, because it's a good moustache, right? No, I think we'll have to manage without that, because I keep dropping it everywhere. I've sort of already lost it somewhere. So I need to find something else that sort of is going to be specific for that sort of person, that sort of that host of this documentary series. So what? A hat? So maybe, yes, these glasses will work fantastically. So, yes. So I'm just going to upload today's videos and then we'll start. Just written. It's 8 o'clock at night, and my God, this will be a very quiet documentary. But let's do this first. So while this is going on and this is going on, I'm uploading to YouTube as well. I might as well start the documentary. Hello and welcome back to... Fuck, I forgot the glasses. Hello and welcome back to Unbelievable, a documentary series. My name is Eldorado Mascarpone, and I will be filling in for Jim Fizz, who's having a nervous breakdown. I want to thank you all for the letters, postcards. I want to thank you all for the letters, postcards, telephone calls, texts, and plain old shouting in the streets regarding our previous programme. Spare me the details, the story on William Shakespeare and the history of stage combat. Today we are telling the fascinating story of Andrew Lloyd Bridges' fascinating musical Bats. Based on the comic strip by D.C. Eliot from 1939. This octopussy looks practically nuts. And that's all the time we have for today. Next week, we'll be asking ourselves, who was DC Idiots? I thought that was rather funny, but it is so much harder trying to do this sort of mocku soap because you have to have some sort of narrative, and it's all those old pictures you have to find because that's what makes it funny, right? Right. Hello and welcome back to Unbelievable, a documentary series. My name is Eldorado Mascarpone and I will be filling in for Jim Fizz, who's having a nervous breakdown. I want to thank you all for the letters, postcards, telephone calls, texts and plain old shouting in the streets regarding our previous program. Spare me the details, the story on William Shakespeare and the history of stage combat. Today we are telling the fascinating story of Andrew Lloyd Bridges' fascinating musical Bats. Based on the comic strip by DC Idiot from 1939. This octopusy looks practically nuts. And that's all the time we have for today. Next week we'll be asking ourselves, who was DC Idiots? Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe and tell all your friends and family and lovers how fantastic I am, and tell them to watch me as well.